Hey everyone, thank you for joining me. This is your trainer from the Electronic Service Division of the Akron Summit County Library. Like I said in my previous episode, in this one I'm going to talk about creating a simple column chart. For this simple spreadsheet, I wanted to see the comparison of a few categories. I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 categories that I wanted to compare for 5 years. So I want to see which one is best selection for me as far as the chart goes. So I'm going to select anywhere on the data. I'm going to go to Insert, and I can simply click on the recommended charts. I'm going to click on that. By doing so, I was recommended some column chart, cluster column, because there is more than one category. So all the categories will be clustered together. I can do the, right side up, or I can do the another way, which is in the sort of like a landscape type of thing, or I can do stack one, or I can do other one. So I am just going to select this cluster column chart, and I am going to simply click on OK on that. By doing so, a cluster column chart is inserted in the same spreadsheet that my data has. So the minute I do that, I have a chart title tools, chart tools contextual toolbar come on the top. This didn't exist before I drew a chart. These bars are called contextual toolbars because they only appear when you are on it, when you're looking at a particular function that require special tools. So if I click it off, for example, I'm going to click it off onto the data, and that bar went away. But if you wanted to get it back, you could click back on that chart, and then the chart tools contextual toolbar came back again. With that, you have two tabs, design and format. Let me explain to you one at a time. Design, under the design, you can add the chart elements. If I click the drop down arrow, I can add the axis title, I can add the grid lines. So either you click here or you click over here, it is exactly the same thing you can do. For example, right now I have the grid line. If I uncheck that, grid line will be all gone. But if I check the grid line, not only I can see the major grid line here, but if I click on this arrow, I can even go to the minor grid line if I want to. Let's say if I want a minor horizontal grid line, if I click on that, those minor grid lines will be seen behind that. But if it is too busy for you, you can uncheck that. So clicking here or here is exactly the same thing. This is the layout. For example, as of now, I have my chart legends at the bottom of it. If I want it onto the right side, I can just lay my mouse on it. I can see how is it going to look before you even select that. Looks like this is the original one, and you can take a look at it. Sometimes you will see some of the charts in the magazine. You have all of those data right below, data table right below the chart. This is this layout 5 function. And this is exactly the same thing as you are looking at the chart style here. You can go from here as well. Changing the color, you can change any color you want, but in my opinion, whatever they give, the color was the most contrast. So even if you take a look at the other, if you think that is contrast enough, you can go ahead and pick that. But whatever they gave was the best one, so I'll normally keep it that way. The next one is switch row column data. As of now, I have included all the categories, all 5 years. But if I wanted to switch row and column data, if I want the legend to be my year and the, my axis to be the category, I can simply click on the switch row column. I'm going to click on that. Now, my legend become the year and my axis become those categories. If you don't like it, you can click it back on it. You can get the original back. Select the data is very important one. If you wanted to select the data, if you click on it, Excel tells you everything is included in this. But if you don't want it to see certain category or certain year, you can uncheck them. For example, I don't want to see classics for the 2008 and 2009. And if you click on OK on that, you only get to see whatever your choice is. If you wanted to get all of that back, you can do it from here, or you can simply click on this filter and you can check those again, the one that you uncheck that. You got the idea. Okay, the next button, this one I haven't addressed, is about the style. So either clicking on this or clicking on any of these is exactly the same. Okay, so I'm going to click on the select data. I'm going to include all of those again. If you wanted to change the chart type, you don't like this bar, you can click on the chart type. And let's say I wanted to change to the 3D cluster column instead of this, 2D thing. I'm going to click on that. If I click on OK, I got myself a 3D column. Last but not least from this here is the moving the chart. If I wanted to move this chart onto entirely brand new sheet, I can click on the move chart and I can choose to appear on the new chart, and I'm just going to call it chart 1. I'm going to click on OK on that. By doing so, your chart appears in an entirely brand new sheet. That is all for this episode. In my next episode, I'm going to talk about how to use those format and changing the inside of the chart in detail. Thank you for joining me. If you have any questions, you can come to the one-on-one help on the akronlibrary.org/TZ so that you can sign up one-on-one and get some one-on-one attention from us for 30 minutes on things that you learned here but you didn't understand, or you need a little bit of extra help. Okay, thank you for watching. Bye-bye.